So, guys, let's talk about how to succeed in online business, all right? Now, this is a very broad thing. It's also a very new thing. Online business is not that, it's not around that long. But there are like a few aspects to take into consideration. Actually, there are a lot of aspects, but there are some core principles that come down as the most important in making money online. And, I've been in analysis paralysis for the last 3 months, studying all these successful online business entrepreneurs, and they basically just all say the same thing. Now, they might be a little pushy with their business model because they're trying to get you into a long-term funnel. So maybe buy their course or get you into their service. But the truth is that no business model is perfect, and probably no business model is the right one for you. Now, don't take it that serious. The thing is, with every business model works. Um, so maybe I could say that they're all right for you, but at the end of the day, it's you that makes the business model work, not the other way around. You need to put yourself to work. You need to, create ideas and act on those ideas. Uh, you got to do the work, right? Business model is not going to do it for you. I saw like this post on social media the other day talking about the person that it takes to succeed in business, to become that person, is harder than actually building the business. And this might be true to some degree, also not some degree. But what most of these successful entrepreneurs tell us is that it's very important to be patient, because if you like quit after the first L you get, or like the first 2 months of being in this model, of course you're not going to see like big results. You're only starting to get to know the model or learn a skill. So you're probably not of enough value yet to like charge the big bucks, or I don't know, 10K a month, whatever your goals may be. But it's very important that you just stay with a model longer than 6 months, or maybe a year, 5 years, and then exit eventually or whatever, or build a business in there with your expertise. But you'll never get to that level if you just keep hopping around business models for 2 months, because you can't be patient with results. That's why it's very important to be, you know, um, very obsessed with the journey itself instead of the results. Just detach from results and, be a better person than you were yesterday, and then you'll see how much you improve and you actually like being in the journey. And it will be way easier to detach from results if you can see that you're making progress every day. So it's very important. Also, just of course, stay disciplined, show up every day. Um, Especially in sales and selling, it's just a numbers game. They'll talk about it. It's just a numbers game. So don't take it personally if someone tells you to fuck off when you call them. Who the fuck cares, bro? Just keep calling. Uh, so be disciplined, stay patient, stay in your own lane. Just stick to with a business model for longer than 2 months, bro. It's not that hard. And eventually when you stick with it long enough, you'll just be able to recognize certain scenarios which you've been trained in, and it will all be easier from there. And also one thing that helps with success online, that's also kind of why I'm doing it right now, is just create. Create content, create businesses, create ideas, just create shit. Just give people value. And it's even better if you do it for free, because in the long term, when you give someone real value, they'll like have a unconscious feeling of needing to pay you back in some sort of way. So it almost cannot turn out bad for you. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Um, might upload tomorrow again, but we'll see what the video will be about. But anyway, enjoy this shit. Just think about it. And one last tip: anything that with like the inspirational, motivational shit, anything that you consume and any tips or advice that you take in or study, it's not going to work unless you actually do with it. You can analyze all the investment advice, all the business advice, but if you don't do shit with it, it's not gonna work. It's just wandering around in a dark alley in your brain if you don't do anything with it. So do more. Just do more. That's also a very important rule of success in online business. Just do more. Volume negates luck. I think Alex Morphy said that shit like multiple times. And it's just actually true, especially in sales with the numbers game. So do more, be disciplined, be patient, um, stick in your own lane, and be better than who you were yesterday. And there are like 365 days in a year. If you are 1% better every day, it compounds like crazy, bro. So just get to work.